Hello and welcome once again to my channel. Today we're looking at biology and in this one it will be cell specialization. Have a quick read, so you can pause the video, have a quick read of the specification and what AQA expects you to know. Now, because we're looking at cell specialization, we have many different types of specialized cells found in both plants and animals. So I'll be looking at a few of them. And our first one is kind of a quiz for you, so you can pause the video and see if you can label this diagram before I do. All right, so now let's have a go at labeling sections A to F. So section A is the cell wall, B is the cytoplasm, C is the permanent vacuole, D the chloroplast. This is where photosynthesis takes place in the cell. E is the cell membrane, and the job of the cell membrane is to control what enters and leaves the cell. And F is the nucleus, and that's where genetic material is contained. Now let's have a look at some other specialized cells found in animals. So you've got the ciliated cell. Now this one is designed to stop lung damage. They line all the air passages in the lungs. They have tiny hairs called cilia. They waft back and forth to move waste or dust and bugs like bacteria out of the lungs to prevent infections, etc. So they trap them in mucus, and it either coughed up or you swallow it, and in doing that it helps to protect our breathing system. Next one is the red blood cell. Now the red blood cell is specifically designed to carry oxygen. It's got a large surface area which allows oxygen to pass through. It contains hemoglobin, and the oxygen molecules attached to the hemoglobin. And of course, the red blood cell does not have a nucleus, which also enhances its large surface area, and it's biconcave in shape as well, so it's specifically designed for its function. Next is the palisade mesophyll. The palisade mesophyll cells, they are found in the upper layer of leaves. It's these cells which are responsible for photosynthesis because they have a large number of chloroplasts, which is where photosynthesis takes place. They're tall and they have large surface area to absorb water and minerals as well. They're packed with chloroplasts to help the plant to make food during photosynthesis. Next is the nerve cell. They carry electrical signals to different parts of the cell. Basically, these cells are responsible for sensitivity. They are long and they have connections at each end. Next is root hair cells. So these are found underground. They are responsible for absorption of water and minerals from the soil. They're thin, or they have thin wall, which makes it easy for water and minerals to move across the walls and into the plant. And I've also written down footnotes here which says that water enters the root by osmosis. Minerals enter the plant by active transport because you have less of it in the soil than you have inside the plant. So the plant has to use energy in order to take up this mineral into the plant. And water travels along the transpiration stream to the stem and leaves. Next is sperm cells. Now these are designed for fertilization or to be part of reproduction. They're found in the testes, so they're produced by males. The head of the sperm cell, it contains enzymes which are responsible for digesting the cell membrane of the cell, of the egg cell, to allow the nucleus of the sperm cell to fuse with the nucleus of the egg cell. Next is the egg cell, and its job is also for reproduction. So it's designed to be fertilized by the sperm cell. Egg cells are produced in the ovaries. An egg cell is large and bulky when compared to the sperm cell. Now here I've got the xylem and phloem cells, and of course these are found in plants. So this is how plants, how water move up and down the stem, or how water moves up the stem, because it moves in one direction. And there are no ends, so you can see almost behaving like a hose pipe. So the water moves in one direction. Only one way that moves, and it's got an outer cell, which are not living, they're all dead cells. Then the phloem, so I'll write that here. The phloem, substances move up and down the phloem tube. So you'll have glucose moving up and down to wherever it's needed, along with or dissolved in water, right? So organic molecules, like I've mentioned, they move up and down, and you have the sieve plates here, which substances can move through easily. Two-way movement of cell sap. And you've got thick cell wall made of cellulose. So we've got the thick wall of this type of cell. It's made of cellulose, so it's very strong, and it's a living cell, while the xylem is a dead cell. So xylem is a dead cell, phloem living cell. Phloem substances move up and down, while xylem they move in one direction.